Hi and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurul Najihah Binti and I'm from AT110 So here I am for the chapter review of interpersonal communication. So let's move on to the topic. Firstly, let's go to the importance of interpersonal communication. As for me, it is important to improve my understanding in communication towards others. For example, understanding someone's verbal and non-verbal message. Any communication that employs words to communicate meaning is considered as verbal communication. Oral communication can involve telephone conversation, face-to-face discussion, interviews, debates, and presentations, among other things. Written communication such as letters, emails can also be included, and non-verbal message is the act of delivering information without using words. Control your emotions and handle the situation well is one of the importance of interpersonal communication for me. However, the fundamental principle of strategic emotionality is to exert control over the situation or the other person. In a disagreement, for example, emotions are frequently manipulated to gain an advantage. If one person cries long and loudly enough, the other one may be succumb. It works for the baby who wants to be taken up, and it frequently works for the adult, allowing them to win the conflict. Individualist societies that emphasize conflict resolution above compromise or negotiation are more prone to employ this method. These are the example of interpersonal communication. Firstly, phone. It is because you can only hear voices over the phone. You must rely on a great verbal communication and abilities. Texting. This type of communication relies on textual communication but is less formal than emails or letters and necessitates a more personalized approach. The next one is presentation. So when you're delivering information, you engage all four modes of interpersonal communication, and you must communicate properly, use non-verbal cues, listen to your audience, and cite textual materials. And lastly is performing. Performance must employ a combination of verbal and non-verbal communication to effectively entice the audience and convey their message. Here is my experience related to interpersonal communication. It is before this, I have a misunderstanding with one of my friends. I become a person who obeys what my friend tells me, but at the same time, I am struggle to fight to tell her what I feel and what I am unsatisfied about until a point where it exceeds the limit of my patience, and she became misunderstanding because of other people's mouth. So if I had learned this course before, I maybe can solve this conflict early, and our relationship maybe not be as awkward as now. As far as I learn this subject, the more things I get to learn that will be used in my future workplace. Firstly, I will try to bond with my colleague to foster good relationships in the work environment. I will also solve the conflict problems with strategies that I have learned before. Besides that, I will be an honest person in using my verbal and non-verbal message so that they better understand what I want to convey and have a good perception of me. For the conclusion, the interpersonal communication is the sharing of information, ideas, and sentiments between two or more individuals, either verbal or non-verbal. Hearing, seeing, and feeling body language, facial expression, and gestures are frequently used in face-to-face communication. Interpersonal communication skills can help you articulate your thoughts and convey your intent clearly, which can improve your personal and professional connections. Additionally, your listening abilities will allow you to be better, comprehend, and empathize with others. That is all from me. Thank you and Assalamualaikum. Bye.